Damn. Let's see, did he add me yet? Good, he did add me. Cool.
Let's get this thing going then. Should be some good content. We had a lot of fun the other night with the other quarterfinals game. It's a little bit later in the day this time, so I don't know if we'll get as many people coming out.
We're still just playing 2 maps?
It's a BO3. Like a proper
The best
BO3.
3? Okay.
And so, like, even though Will did 2-0 Ugami, you guys should still play the full set, even if, like, you do pick up the first game or something. Still play out the full set.
Okay.
Unless you have, like, really urgent time stuff, but...
Let's see.
Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, I should get, like, Twitch chat pulled up. Hey, Zuko, yeah. Hey, Volk. Ready for some Amon versus Forsted. Michelle versus Freya. This box looks legal. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah, both boxes look fine. Good luck, have fun.
Good. I was pretty sure I set up everything right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Whooper, so it is Amon playing the Michelle box, right? So he's always got these crazy single target heroes ready to go.
Whoa.
That looks like the ban from somebody who has been punished before by allowing this Ugame.
To be fair, she does have Terrain Master here, so I can't blame him.
Yeah, she's really not bad at all. We didn't really see like any Subame usage until like this season, really, but she's actually done some pretty respectable games.
I think the damage boost from casting stuff has helped her a lot.
That's probably true, and the fact that she's gotten a lot of really good troops has helped her a lot too.
Yo.
FYI, for anyone interested, there is another quarterfinals game, the last quarterfinals game, happening in about 11 hours, 9 o'clock EST, for anyone that wants to watch. Assuming I don't oversleep. Shouldn't happen, though. That's 9 o'clock. I'll be fine, I think. Ooh. Oboro Freya. We're going to actually see an Oboro game. I'm not sure he's actually gotten successfully picked this entire season. At least in any game I've seen.
Amon is a man without fear.
Let's see how big and bad the big bad dragon really is. The Freya box is a box that I personally would legitimately ban, even if I wasn't super tank pushy. But Amon has a lot of single target that can deal with Oboro potentially. Although a lot of it's been banned. Yeah, he does get second pick Patty with Michelle. Oh, Whooper, you just chunked through a Boro. I didn't catch a lot of like the mid to late game season games, so maybe it was in there. And sometimes you play at hours that are not viable for me. Whoa, the Angelina ban. He does get Almeida. I'm surprised you allowed that so late, actually.
Yeah, that was probably a bad idea.
Because that's a pretty strong tank push comp. But you do have Patricia. Patricia is nutty. It'll be really funny if we get like some Sylvaria wars here. Oh, you grabbed the Luna as like a second enabler. Okay.
He's trying to get there as soon as possible.
Yes. Amon do be zooming.
That said, no Grunt Shield pick is sad.
Sorry. I did want it, but I was like, I gotta go AoE now.
Actual Sylvaria wars incoming, guys. Ah, he doesn't take it. Amon does.
Forsted.
For the memes.
I'm pretty sure Sylvaria can't move around even in like a Luna War and stuff, right? Or can she move around in a Luna War? Or is
She
that secret?
cannot.
She cannot, okay. I was pretty sure that she's like a true cannot move and not just I have zero move.
Yo,
Hilarious that she specifically can't be teleported, but she can be displaced.
Yeah, the much more common displace does work.
Maybe that was Forsted's big brain plan all along to get rid of the Angelina.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think a Boro is gonna cope very well with Sylvaria at all. You better have a really tanky old Boro here. If he's gonna try to live.
Would he just pop a Boro at 2 stacks then?
You could here, because Amon doesn't have a tank, you don't really need the Guard Ignore. I mean, Jugler is ostensibly a tank, but there isn't a Zusa in play. So, you know, Jugler is not aliving after Zusa attacks. Yeah, I was pretty positive that this Angelina and Amon's box is like largely for Sylvaria shenanigans.
it is.
So I was surprised he banned it so early. I get that she's like an AoE threat and stuff, but although actually Freya is displaceable, which is good and bad against Angelina, right? Zealots.
Isn't that just like worse than monks?
Kinda. They have a little bit higher of an attack cap, but you do have to keep buffs and you have to keep HP. You think Jugler survives in a Zusa Whooper? She does magic damage. An outrageously high magic damage with buff to debuff conversion.
Into werewolves.
Yeah, yep, into werewolves, which I mistakenly forgot to switch.
Even like on lobsters or that, which you're not going to pick lobsters because it's Cap Jugler, but even if it was like an Aqua Juggler with lobsters, I would be surprised.
I was going to bring Glacials.
Juggler gets Glacials?
Are Glacials 5 move?
They are not.
No, they're not. Never mind. I'm glad I didn't pick them.
We have had a couple awkward slow troop jug picks so far. That's a classic with Waifu Wars because people like haven't played Juggler in forever. Hey, Rice Cream. So we've got an interesting game here. So Amon's got the Michelle and Patty, which are both crazy AoE, of course. But what Forsted does have going for him is he has Almeida, Freya, and Oboro, which is a pretty strong tank push core. So we'll see like if Amon can kind of get through things before it becomes a problem. Oh, interesting. Fireball on the Patricia. I've never seen that.
Might come in handy. Might not.
Yeah, Oboro is potentially dead to Bubo, which is I think what Moon is trying to say. But the awkward thing is Salvari doesn't need to buff herself here, which Amon did bring, but it means he's got to set up to buff and then get into position to hit. So he's not going to actually potentially be able to attack with her before turn 3.
I mean, she couldn't even get to somewhere to snipe this action, right?
Depends if he's lurker or not. If he's lurker, she would actually reach right now for the setup. Because she would go
I think he's
6.
gonna-
Oh, because Patty Luna, yeah.
Mhm.
The Obora will be an issue because he's about to get acted again.
Yeah. He can also use that. He can also save the act again to move it around. Oh, I just noticed Akka's skills are Akka's skills, not. She didn't bring the super buff. Interesting.
I mean, that makes sense. He's not exactly trying to.
Yeah, it's just it
Shame
helps
on
like
his Disney.
Azuz's legs because she's not like that speedy. But yeah, if he's trying to play reactive, it does make sense to have single target on her. But yeah, I'm curious if he's actually going to save the swap to move Oboro out of range, or if he's just going to use it now for a speedy act again to get going. I guess Akka is actually Origins too. I had no idea what her factions are.
Glory, Origins, and Mythic.
I see. Okay, so he is doing a pretty speedy Oboro. And he's on terrain now.
But Oboro, kind of chunky.
Yeah, it is pretty chunky. It's probably last rights, but actually not Bracer, so maybe it's like Azure Legends or something. That was the thing some people did. Even though, in my opinion, the reason to run Dragon is rights. I don't know if Akka's a teleporter displays. Teleport, so no. Or, yeah, no, you can't teleport Salvaria. You can Angelina Salvaria, though. Or, I guess, Ice Melda her. Yeah, Zuko brings up a good point here. It's not good to get too focused on just the Boro Salvaria dynamic here. We have a very scary Michelle and a very scary Patricia and a very scary Jupiter that want to come in and do mean things to Forsted's team. He does go for the early jump. Okay. So not Spirit Boots or anything like that. Looks like he's Bracer. Yalmeda throws up her stacks. Throws some debuffs. But what this is also is a Jugler on the enemy side of the field. Right, threatening the Patty. Which he's going to go for. Patty is going to probably kill herself here.
Oh no, the silence.
Yeah, it's actually black hole debuffs that get reflected, not the stacks, I guess.
We check juggler's skills.
He has AoE.
Okay.
What is Michelle looking like this turn? So it's 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's all you need. She's pretty scary. Giboro is already completely debuff immune, which does help his game versus Patty and Michelle here. And he does go for the early Giboro kill on Jugler, getting maybe to 3 stacks if he kills here. He does way overkills. But I do think the risky thing about that is, like, the Zusa would have provided some off healing while killing. So we'll see how he likes this incoming bomb.
I mean, that is a 4-stack of Boro now.
It is, but I don't think the rest of Forsted's team is going to have a very lovely time. Oh, can she run back super far too because of the Luna? She might be able to, huh? I don't know if it's worth it, but she can. Any kills? Yes, on the Akka. I mean, that makes sense, Akka's a horse, and just about on the Salmeda and Azusa, not quite, but Forsted brought Roast. Okay.
Isn't that almost kind of... Oh, wait, never mind. Horse didn't die. Or Wolf, that's actually really good. Because it still has to waste Akka's spot.
Oh yeah, in the turn action. Yeah, so it does mean Amon has turn prio and a Sylvaria. Yeah, she can only guard ignore with the hero versus hero thing.
I thought every hit in that mode is guard ignore. It's just the exactly 9 blocks for the hero versus hero.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's 10 blocks with range, though.
Or the skill itself is ignore guard, it looks like. It's not... So or if she brought another single target skill, it wouldn't ignore guard, I don't think.
That's correct.
No, I think she will kill a Boro. I don't doubt.
I think this is pretty easy.
I mean, arguably Oboro is used to only being a hero, so he's pretty tanky. And he is Lurker, not Stinger, but we'll see what happens, I guess, ultimately. As long as she doesn't whiff crit and there's no anti-crit auras in place, she does do pretty good damage. Freya's gonna, like, die next time she stands. Ooh!
Oh, wow.
Just not enough.
Damn.
Full Moon of Boro. 2 mode. I mean, she doesn't hit with troops when she does that anyways.
Yeah, like, that's just always going to be how it goes.
I don't understand Wooper's point.
Maybe the fact that you want a troop versus troop battle when you're fighting a Boro. I mean, I still don't think things are looking great for Forsted because he doesn't really have super good healing action this turn. But Michelle's also not very strongly enabled anymore either. Although the Ghost is still in a pretty good spot, all things considered. It is still a losable game for Forsted here. I think the troop when you're at 9 or more... Oh, so he's saying attack from closer to have troops attack. Oh!
Damn. Wind wall? Damn.
The double kill, but also the fact that it was Michelle going was not enough. Like, yeah, so Wooper might be right. The thing is, like, Sylvaria is going to do decreased damage anyways, not going to get the damage increase, and troops do less damage to a Boro regardless, right? So I don't actually know that 8 blocks would have been more damage. Because it hurts
It
for
wouldn't have
damage.
been.
it hurts her damage and loses access to a damage buff for things that are going to do less damage anyways. Like, she would do way less with her hero ticks. Yeah, unless Luna can carry this endgame here, or Sylvaria sets up again, I think the Almeida is just going to buoy people right back up. Amon just needed to switch all of his God Centers to focus on Sylvaria damage, if he hasn't already.
They are. I needed the AoE damage is what I needed.
That's true. Yeah, but so Sylvaria has no damage increase rate, and Obora has like that effect where troops do 90% less damage. So you're gonna do 10% damage with the troops. If they even break his defense value, because it's assassins versus a hurt hero. I guess they would break his defense, but I don't know if they were gonna actually do anything helpful. Versus 20% more damage with Sylvaria. I honestly don't know. Maybe you're right, Wooper.
Don't the troops deal like 90% less damage or something?
It's 90% less damage and she has no DI, which is why I think 20% more damage on the hero would be good over 10% damage dealing troops because she has no DI. Like mages and stuff do fine damage with their troops against Oboro because they have DI talents. If you don't have a DI talent, your troops do nothing. And like Assassin's DI tech would be broken because their DI condition is hitting a full HP target. I think that makes the most sense to do against a Freya box, honestly. I do also think Amon's probably not going to let this Almeida slip through ban pick again.
That is correct.
Because I think that was not great for your game. As much as fighting Agnes sucks. Whoa, he gives you Patricia again.
Which is crazy because, like, without the Almeida, the Patricia would have done a bunch more there.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the Oboro was kind of fine to leave. I get first banning him in a Freya box, but like...
Yeah, it kind of wouldn't have been that big a problem if he didn't have a rock-solid healer.
Fair enough.
I mean, let's see what happens here, right? You're P1 now too, which helps. But if Forsted does take this game from you, then the elected members of each team have to go play a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Ugh, more games?
If we do have to do that, we would probably extend the deadline for that a little bit, not for like regular quarterfinals games. Regular quarterfinals games are due by this Thursday. I think technically including through Thursday, but like a tiebreaker, we would have to try to tell people be fast, but like we understand if people can't schedule within like 24 hours. Or you can just win and save us all the headache, Amon.
No, I'll try my best.
Nymph Gaming is
but make no promise.
Always interesting to watch.
Do I need to... That would bring the jump, yeah.
Damn whoop. So I would want to ban Nymph because I haven't set up music for the stream, which I should do at some point, but I haven't set up music for the stream, and then the Nymph music is like universally hated by all Waifu Wars players. We've all listened to it way too many times now. Because even though she was like non-existent, she existed for like 3 weeks in ladder before people were like, yeah, I'm bored. She's super common in Waifu Wars.
I mean, it is like 10:30 for me, so could be a good lullaby.
Yeah, instant knockout.
Why take melatonin when Nymph can just sing you to sleep?
I do think this Jugler Patty thing is going to go crazy again. Maybe TJS one-shots Jugler, but even the thing with Patty is even if you do one-shot the jumper, you still just get like Meteored or Acid Burst or whatever it is that she slots. Amon does have an interesting choice here with his 5th pick. Yeah, Rice Crew, you just gotta do Team Betty again and convince the populace that Betty is actually good.
I think Meow will be Team Betty with you, right? That's definitely not something I just made up.
Yeah, we've got some nymph folk. Yeah, he takes the Hilda. I think I would have taken the Hilda for sure.
Yeah, I definitely like that more.
Only because of the TJS.
Yeah, I mean, none of his things can hit through a tank, right? And you have a tank healer to deal with the Gitz AoE, so I think this is a pretty rock solid comp. That should snowball pretty well. I think it made more sense than the Sissy, just because of the TJS being Forsted's primary DPS. And she's a good block to the Silvaria, like you can't pick Silvaria into Hilda. That's true, Moon, that could absolutely happen. Go ahead, Amon.
Oh, she's also a buffer for Michelle.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, Flo goes
Oh, yeah,
crazy
she
with the
does.
Hilda.
Yep.
Flo gotta give Michelle 3 3Cs in one turn.
Nymph games are just really funny because you can have all these predictions about what's going to happen, and then a unit falls asleep at the wrong time, and it's like, oh shit.
Yep.
Does Flo get the skill?
Skill. Fast resist? Or whatever.
She does, in fact.
But Flow skill slots are kind of scuffed.
Yeah.
Well, because you said it, I'm not going to pick it because that's cheap.
Oh, you're not even checking?
No. No, I seen the mass resist and I would have used it, but
Oh.
since it's kind of like outside help, I'm just going to not take it.
Good guy,
my
Amon.
bad.
Yeah, that's the thing, where you usually can't actually ban Nim. Like, it doesn't make sense in most ban picks to ban Nim.
Yep.
Oh man, mass attack just for Patty then?
Yep.
Oh, whoa, this is wrong, in my opinion. In 2 ways. It's Firebrands, which is wrong, and it's also Dark Reaper, which I think is wrong.
Can she slot machine Reaper?
Probably. I would have just gone AoEs.
Does Banner News say?
I don't think Banner News says. Maybe Wicked Grisser does. So Wicked Grisser would like put that kind of stuff in sometimes if DC wasn't lazy.
Pretty sure I remember one of them saying.
Just trust me, bro. Wikigrisser says.
Oh, it does. Damn, you type so fast.
I've got it bookmarked.
Oh, that's cheating. Bookmarks. Oh, it's not there.
Who's right, Wooper or Dead Panda? Again, DC's technically still playing the game. God, Amon's Michelle is absurd. This is an unbuffed hero.
Oh, gross. You guarded with Hilda first.
Yeah.
That's how you play the game, man. None of this turn 1 FP bullshit. None of it. Although, with Flow, it's like with Lando and Aboro, it's like, with something like Aboro or something like Flow, I can be persuaded as much as I hate it.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Send his units forward and kill me? But, I don't take any chances when TJS is on the field.
Yeah, that's the right play in my opinion. With her cast, she's definitely like, hey, you left this out of guard. Let me just go yeet across the map. We do have, in my opinion, wrong pick troop-wise on the nymph. I guess it's awkward because forest priests slow you down a lot on this map, but like, I think she's gonna want the dispels. I guess the archer troops kind of works because Amon went Molders, but I still think that you'd much rather just have magic troops versus Hilda. Also, wait, are you Tiamat, Amon? On your Hilda? Or do you just bring a 1C anyways?
I just bring the 1C anyways.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if you're Tiamat, you could have activated that and then you didn't. But I guess if you're not, that's fine.
I think I have to position like that. Not sure I want him taking pot shots at me yet.
I do think this is a weird passive to bring on Lanford. Can I just say? I don't think his SP passive is 2 cost, is it? Or maybe it is. No, actually it is. Because it has cost 2 more, so they just made it 2 cost, even though it didn't need to be. I usually just drop his 3C when I'm using middle Waifu Wars. Okay. What is gonna happen? Well timed Yawn there. I wish I could say that was intentional.
Damn, I really thought it was.
Oh. Oh, she didn't bring teleport.
Oh,
okay,
she
cool.
didn't bring teleport. I think this is not looking pretty for Forsted. Unless Nip just goes crazy. You know, Nip might actually not work that well versus Flow, if I had to guess. I think it's double single target with Strength Engine. Not AoE. It's just weird. And scuffed.
Weird and scuffed, wow.
But I think Flow, because she has that after action talent thing, you get like the short end of the stick with like tile debuffs and stuff, but I think you get the good end of the stick versus stuff like Nymph Sleep. Toxic. I am maximally toxic because it's 11 o'clock at night and I just got home like 2 hours ago. Michelle is such a speedy lady after her cast. Or after Wings, I mean. Also kind of after her cast, but in a different way. Oh, oh man, this Nim song is totally putting me to sleep.
I'm so glad I get to watch this with Twitch muted.
Some Euro beat. You know, I'm like, even though I'm like a little tiny baby streamer, I'm still worried about like using licensed music. So what I need to do is I need to go get some like the unlicensed lo-fi stuff or whatever that you can get that's like fine to use and nobody can get mad at you. Even though I like probably break Twitch TOS in other ways that I probably don't pay that much attention to.
Haha, oopsies.
The Slam Jam theme.
Amon and Slam. Welcome to the jam.
I'm too uncultured. I don't know what that is.
It's like a basketball game in the 90s.
I see. I'm too baby.
Too big.
Whoops.
Did you forget you don't have your EE up yet?
Yep.
I was wondering if that would happen.
I don't know how Michelle works. That's the problem. I just have a really good one.
Actually a push believer on Michelle too, huh?
That was an accident this game.
Oh. I just thought it was funny because like Will always takes the other one.
I usually take the other one too.
It's actually funny against Freya though, because you can just push her around.
Yep.
Oh, Lando command. I was like, damn, that's like a really chunky Freya.
Yeah, Landford just makes everything super roided. What he doesn't do is he, unfortunately, despite my best efforts multiple times this season, he does not take magic in Waifu Wars without his SP class. You really need that extra 20% DR. It really matters. Okay, so I did go watch a little bit of that, listen rather to a little bit of that Slam Jam, and that would definitely wake people up.
Oh.
Sleepy time. And yeah, I agree, it is definitely Jugler time.
Jugler time. I don't have any follow. Well,
You have the Omni follow-up.
yeah, I guess. Well, no, it wouldn't be good because I can't lock down the gifts. I'll reach that.
That's true. I would still be a little worried about dying to Gits, not just Tejas.
Yeah, she's got Dark Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it's not.
Although
bad,
he did move back one space, so that's
Yeah.
that was a mistake.
That was a mistake on his part, for sure. Juglar's 3C is one of my least favorite skills in this game, because it's unknowable if you don't have Juglar, or like don't know Juglar's regular skills. It's just like, oh, I cast this skill, and then I cast that skill, and then I cast that skill. It doesn't tell you like the range on any of it, it doesn't tell you the effects of any of it, it just says, I do a bunch of my other shit. So Nymph really does kill that AoE damage. But let's see what the monster does.
Ouch, that kind of hurted.
That did kind of hurt it. And Nymph has already used her biggest AoE heal, which is the 3C. This is an accident waiting to happen. If he doesn't realize.
I mean, I'm assuming he attacks with the T-Just, because that's the only thing that's going to heal enough. Well, no. No, he could Nymph.
He could Nymph. He has the mistake he could make with the T-Chest where he could try to... Oh! Or he could Slot Machine Mass Heal.
Oh!
That's kind of big.
That is kind of big. Not big enough, but...
Yeah, this is still going to be an unpleasant acid burns for his team to deal with. Indispensable. Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for. Poor Lanford is gonna be so slow and useless. Jesus Christ, that fixed. 3.
I mean, and he's not getting the heal block either because those stacks are what
Yeah,
come
yeah.
off first.
Priority. But 3 is funny.
Is that 3C or substitute up?
That is 3C.
Thumbs up.
Which she can't hit much with. When I say can't hit much, I mean she can hit exactly one thing. And that thing has 3 HP. Poor Sleepy Jugler. Wishing he could drop a fat AoE right now.
Yep.
Ooh, he does get the one shot with T-Jess. But she's definitely dead now to the 5 stacks of fire. Oh, he's Gift of Eternal Life. Oh, she lives too. By a pretty decent margin. I guess she took less fixed than I thought she would. Oh, Patty's body's gone, I guess. That would sort of do it.
It's alright. Because I just get to move in Michelle since I have turn prio.
Yeah, you have no rush here. You just hit him next turn. You didn't know that Parn becomes an SSR, right? I knew that, and Parn is like unavailable for me to ever get. Could you use like the SR universal shards on him if he is not starting as an SSR? Even outside of like sharding him? I don't think there's anything you can do to not just explode to Michelle here. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna really hurt. I guess I forget because they stopped releasing like collab SRs really soon after I started. Like I think Shinpachi was the only one that was like a collab SR for me. So like those shards are like been filling up for like forever for me. Versus I guess other people had to actually like choose which free SRs they want to use them on. The Lava Titans for extra spice. Have fun, Rice Cream. I don't remember what his cast does. I don't think it makes him any particularly more usable.
I'm kind of surprised you'd do that from there.
I think it's
Oh,
It was hard to hit. It was hard to hit everybody because I didn't ever thing up.
I was thinking you could have gone from above and like gone down.
Yeah, there's a couple ways to do it. That one's fine.
Yep.
It was over. Alright, so you guys get to play your game 3. But you are on to...
But I no longer have to stress, right?
Yeah, you have no pressure anymore. You guys have moved on.
Oh. He
Oh.
just about defeat.
I mean, I did put in rules. Let's be a 3. Do you want to see if you guys want to play the last game out?
You typing to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he said he's up for game 3.
Okay. Thank God. Well, or because we can do desert because that's what spawned in.
That's fine. Whatever happens. Don't stress over it too much.
All right, I'll just invite to Hidden Gorge then.
I'll update the rules stack. It does say BO3 in the rules stacks, but I'll update it to be a little bit more clear.
Oh, he wants player 1. Okay.
Yeah, I guess because it was a BO3, he would have gotten to choose. Yeah, the normal way to do this would be to have someone invite and then retreat in a BO3.
Oh. Okay.
That way you guys can do your side boxes and stuff if you have them built and want to sub out.
That's
stuff.
fair. Oh wait, best of 3 rules. You said.
Yeah, you just invite for a best of 3, and then he'll retreat game 1, so he gets to pick his player order, and you guys can both do your side boxes without having to go to the Apex screen and shuffle stuff out.
No, I get second move anyway, so this is fine.
Okay.
Damn, still a second pick Nymph believer.
Hey, he's still in banning Patty, too. That's
No
not,
fear.
no fear, I guess, yeah.
It's not like she single-handedly blew up the whole team.
Yeah, it took a few hits.
Like, I'm pretty sure even if Michelle hadn't gotten to attack, I'm pretty sure everything would have just died to Patty Fix before anything could really happen to Amon.
Yeah. Especially if I wouldn't have let him hit anything, since most of those are reactive heals.
Yeah. Oh,
Why would you ban my... Well, okay, I guess he bans the tank, so he's... That's fine.
He's banning the anti-crit, because with no crit, Silvaria is...
Yo.
Most people have very well learned the lesson by now, Wooper. Because, like, I'm of the opinion, like, we didn't restrict her EE this season either, that I'm of the opinion that if somebody gives Patty, whatever happens to them in that match is kind of deserved, because she really should be banned, and there's a fair number of us that want her banned. And then the vote never quite goes that way.
Which is surprising.
I agree.
Because this tournament is filled with absolute goons.
I do think Patty is too strong for this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. They signed the consent form. If they get pattied. Burn Patty could be pretty strong too. But she is Empire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fat. Heal block AoE into potentially heal block AoE into other AoE. Yeah, I think enough people will probably been bullied by Patty this season on like the one game. They're like, why don't I just try allowing Patty to not allow Patty next season?
Yeah.
Once we get through like finals and stuff, I'll talk through like us setting like a rules date and stuff, and I'll try to come up with like clusters of things that people have brought up to discuss. Or something. I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just be lazy and then show up to the rules stream super unprepared. That is a very real possibility. But we'll see.
The suggestions box did get a little yappy at some point.
Mm-hmm. You know, last season I did run a really stupid OP box for my first couple games. I'm like, we shouldn't do the boon system, guys. This is dumb. Look how toxic this box is. It's awful. And then we still had the boon system. Like, okay, let's just play an actual box. It is, in fact, I think, a super dead Forsted. 5th pick Grenshiel. I don't even think she's the scariest thing in the draft either. But it is a 5th pick 1. I was like, who did we, was it in the other quarterfinals game that we got that 5th pick Hoffman or whatever? I think for Ugami versus Will.
Still no teleport. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, it's not like her 1C is even good. She doesn't, like, do damage with it in any real sense.
Yo.
Oh, you're an infantry BB man, huh?
Yo. Normally it's Dragon Slayer, but I made it BB for this.
Oh, Dragon Slayer is probably interesting for fighting like ISOs, yeah. And burns.
Yo.
Yeah, he doesn't change any of the troops except for the terrain archers for Silvaria versus Faceless. She was on Dex, I guess, not Holy. But I really think he should go Forest Priest on Nymph if he's going to attempt to not explode here, but I think he's just going to explode. He also didn't bring Mass Protect on Freya. He brought Heavy Shield against this single target? Question mark? The double BB infantry guys?
Look, she's gonna eat so many melee hits, it's ridiculous.
But we have some chance for filthiness here with the Nymph. Maybe funny stuff will happen.
Yep. Maybe all of my stuff will fall asleep.
Yep. And just get killed one by the single target.
Yep.
Burn is pretty likely to trigger it, doing his whole act against shenanigans nowadays. But you are well far away here, so it's only a 10%.
Yep. We'll see what happens when I go in for the
AA.
Yep.
I don't think it's 2 chances to trigger when it's like a pick skill like that. I don't think it's like 2 opportunities. Or for like people with like post-action talent stuff, I don't think it's 2 chances.
Is it 2 chances for something like a flow?
That's what I'm not sure. And I guess burn, is it move and then pick? Yeah, I think it's move and then pick, right? It's not.
Yes.
So it would be 2 actions. So I don't know if that
So-
counts 2 or not chances for her to fuck you up.
Probably.
Also, the awkward thing with him doing the Nymph 3C first is like Jugler does just straight up reach this turn.
Yep.
No, Ski, this is about to end. They're playing. He retreated at the end, not realizing it was a BO3. They're 1-1 with each other right now. So this is the G3, technically. And he's playing solo healer Nymph against Burn, Michelle, Patty, Jugler, Grenshiel. So I don't think Forsted is going to make it through this combo. It is misleading, Ski, I agree. Whoa, he didn't fall asleep, huh?
That's what, like 60% right there?
I think so.
I just wanted to slow the Silvaria so she couldn't shoot anything important next turn.
Yeah, I guess that's
Because if
true.
I would have let
I guess that's
if
true.
I would have let him move in forward, he would have Burn and Gren would have been in his range.
Yeah, I don't think Burn on a tree would be in any danger, because that's just too
No.
much defense, I think, but the Grand Shield might be, even though it's infantry, not flyer.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she has terrain too, it's just her defense is not as high.
Does Juggler have anything that could have, like, cope-lived the T-Jest single target? Without sacrificing movement?
I don't think without sacrificing movement he does.
What are his 5-move options?
I don't think they're great.
Gargoyles.
I mean, my juggler's not even fully casted, so he just dies to everything.
Hmm.
He's like 6 casted.
Technically, you could do.
And
Like,
he's hard rock.
technically, you could do bone dinos for some combos, or not bone dinos. Whatever the ones that do the damage taken debuff. I'm surprised I never see people putting those on Jugler.
Oh, you're talking about the Hellhounds.
Yeah. Because like Jugler's terrain masters in his talent, so he doesn't need like the troops to have it or anything.
Yep.
Alright, so now T-Jess is a patty battery.
Does she get the 3 stacks? She does.
It's like impossible not to after her exclusive. It's so hard
yeah.
not to.
If only you could 3C on him.
Yeah, I think it's really weird that
I
you can't.
mean, who cares? Acid burns is disgusting on her.
Yeah, it is. And like
whoever thought that was a good idea to put that skill on her is a menace to society.
Right. Plus, I think the Grenchill makes it in pretty safe. Ooh, there goes Michelle. But also probably there goes Silvaria, just about. I think the thing with
that's alright.
The Grenchill
Burn's still coming. So.
Is I think you pick up your immunity from your shield before stuns like Lugner and Nymph Trigger. Definitely before Lugner. I'm not. Should be the same for Nymph, I would think. Imagine if he had Fast Protect on Freya, so he actually had a healer in this game.
If only.
That'd be real neat, wouldn't it? Nymph is alive, so Burn could fall asleep.
Yeah, it's just a mega carry.
Yep.
Azusa can be scary, and
wait, is he using
I almost bet she kills here.
Did he use the? No, he used magic. Okay. Yeah, she did kill. I mean, she does do ridiculous damage. It's just she also dies to not quite the patty. Are you like clock on your patty or something, or she's not like full cast?
She's clock.
Okay. Because the full moon patty fixed is ridiculous.
So where does she reach?
Oh, I guess you're also an attack god too, is what it is.
Yep. She is not as... she might even be goddess tier. Oh good, Burn didn't fall asleep, it was over.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, you can't heal block Freya.
Better believe in that.
I don't think that matters.
That Freya Vanguard solo. Also, that was the superior. That was the pun of choice there, Wooper. The pattery. The patty battery.
Damn, the counter arrow. Not enough.
Ban patty,
GG,
guys.
Forsted.
Ban patty, guys.
Yep.
Alright, so I think that's we'll have to look at the Burn spread of people's opinions on him. I actually personally don't think he's that ridiculous, but he is strong. He's definitely at the top end of units. I don't know if he's ban worth. But we'll talk about that when we get to the rules stream. Because that's definitely going to be on the docket to talk about. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier, we have another Waifu War game in what is now 10 hours rather than 11 hours. So 9 o'clock EST, 6 a.m. PST, some mysterious time for Britain people. Yeah.
Way too early for me to be up.
But yeah, I think that yawn is my body telling me it's time to stop streaming and get to bed. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Come finish out the semifinal or quarterfinals, and then once we do finish them, I'll let people know who's fighting who. Damn, Zig, that's early. I couldn't imagine getting up at 5:30. When I was in like high school and like really motivated for like a club, I used to get up at like 7, and that was like pushing it for me.
Yep.
I'm not that much of a morning person. I do my best work at night anyway, so I prefer staying up late. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. See you hopefully tomorrow, if not in the near future.
Later.
Later.